Hello and welcome to another sketchbook tour. This is my fourth ever sketchbook that I finished, although it's the third that I'm showing you. I'm sorry if that's really confusing, but you know, it is what it is. This was Inktober 2017, and I finished it from October 1st, 2017 to September 23rd, 2018. So that's like almost a year, or a bit over a year. I don't know. I don't know. This is the first drawing. I think it was supposed to be me at the time, but like an idealized version of me because I had this hair and I hated drawing feet, so I just made them explode into the shadow realm, apparently. The prompt here was crystal, I'm pretty sure. So there's a girl with crystals. Her hair is doing a kind of weird floppy thing, and her hand is a weird little spindly nightmare. So that's interesting. Here's a girl, she's cute. I made the skin very desaturated because I wanted it to be mostly black and white, but I could not resist adding blush because I do that too much. I think it's like an anime influence that I just hung on to for some reason. Here are a pair of eyes. I think it was supposed to be like a vampire kind of thingy. But that's interesting. Very skinny eyebrows. Here's Mimikyu that I drew. I think it was copied directly from a reference of Mimikyu, so it's not really that impressive or anything, but it exists. This is Calliope from Homestuck, I believe. Again, as you might have seen in my previous video, I was very obsessed with Homestuck, so of course I drew her. This is a mannequin. I think I just made it into a mannequin because I didn't want to draw arms or hands. So a lot of cop-outs in this sketchbook apparently because I didn't want to draw limbs. Here I gave up on Inktober and drew a fluffy boy instead. I think it's Kurlos from Homestuck also because I was obsessed with him. Here you can see is when I first started getting into Steven Universe, and I loved Ruby and Sapphire so much that I just had to draw them. And Ruby's face is so ugly. I don't know why I thought, I don't know what I thought, honestly. But these are kind of cute. I don't know if you can see them that well. Here they are, and a little garnet as well. These, as you can see, I did not draw on the other side of the sketchbook either because I was stupid. These are just some outfits. This is a shirt that I actually bought on Redbubble that says Galian with the Pan flag because I identified as Pan at the time. And I bought it and I wore it all the time. And this was my hair also at the time. I thought I was so cool and quirky and weird. And I was just weird, really. A sporty kind of girl. Try to fix the lighting a little bit. She's cute, but the anatomy is not really anatomying, if I'm being honest. A bunch of hands. They're not too bad, honestly, because I was looking directly at a reference, but still, they're kind of scribbly and weird. So, but it is what it is. It was just supposed to be a study. This, if any of you are also Norwegian, you might know this character or this person as like the princess from the Reisen til Julestjernen film. The journey to the Christmas star is the directly translated version of it, and it's just a little princess girl, and they air it every Christmas each year, so I drew her. This was me trying to like draw my name, my old name, and consistency whomst don't know her. Great. Oh, worm. This was a little comic that I made when you have stuff to do and you just don't. It be like that sometimes. Oops. It really do be like that sometimes, but it don't have to be like that. Here I did actually draw on the other side. This was a sketch for this illustration. That was me, my persona from Steven Universe. I think it was supposed to be a pink something. something pink, definitely. This is me when I was younger, talking to me then, apparently. Who are you? I'm you, but gayer. Great. That was also my sense of humor at the time, just me being gay. Hello, child. Great. Also, just making faces on the back of illustrations was apparently a sense of humor. These pens kind of suck, apparently. I don't know what's happening either, buddy. I think I was very not happy with my art style at this time because nothing I drew came out the way I wanted it to. This is a Homestuck plushie that I bought along with a Dango plushie. This is very niche. If any of you know at all what I'm talking about, props to you because it's very, you know. So, bitch. These are just like thumbnails for a painting that I made for my mom a long time ago. It turned out really ugly. Here are some expressions with me in pink pen that I think I copied from Pinterest. I could not tell you the source or the artist because apparently I didn't write it down, like some idiot. But it probably doesn't look enough like it to be copyrighted anyway, so. This is me being sad that winter is over in my little winter clothes and my little skirt that I wore in winter for some reason. You don't wear skirts in winter. You'll freeze, as I did. Nothing. And this is me abandoning my sketchbook and then coming back to it. So this is me saying, yo, so I haven't been drawing in this book. Oh well. This pencil is really hard, apparently. So I got it in one of those Let's Learn How to Draw manga books that I got from my uncle for Christmas. So that was that. And this is apparently an example of how bad the drawings looked in that book. This is every anime drawing ever. I thought, or so I thought. I mean, I know there's good anime drawings out there, but a lot of them look like this. And I got some brush pens, and ooh, look at me, I'm a brush. Great. Now we're making voices to the brushes. Great. Let's not do that, maybe. More expressions that I copied from Pinterest. I don't think I copied that one because I don't think anyone would draw something that ugly aside from me. So now I'm gonna probably leave this alone for another month or so. Okay, bye. And then on the next page I wrote, well, frickety frack, hell if I know, I didn't date it. Which was stupid of me because I never wrote down the dates of anything. But apparently this was on the 27th of May, 2018. And here's a little comic of me when I was 12 saying, when I grow up, I want to be a mangaka, which is like a person who draws mangas. And I had a unicorn poop t-shirt. I don't think I actually had it in real life, but I sure did want it. And my dream hairstyle, I was so emo. And then at age 15, when I grow up, I want to be alive? Question mark? Maybe. I was so in love with Jasper from Steven Universe, big orange wife. Love her. Here I am with my hairy legs in summer. The sun is telling me to suffer, as I should. And some swatches. Again, with my stupid sense of humor, just saying, binch, boy. Like, if I could send a message to my 15-year-old self, it would be, you can swear. You can swear. You're allowed. You're allowed to swear. Stop saying this. It's not funny. Snick. Some ballerina poses that I didn't like. This was when I was very active on the Amino, like Arts No Seas Amino. That is an absolute hellscape. Don't ever go there. But like 2018, that was my jam back then. Here's a Miku. She's cute. I do like this actually. That's not how I would draw faces anymore, or hands, or anatomy, but for what it is, and for the time that it was from, it's pretty cute. This was on my 16th birthday. Happy birth. Also, yo, my birthday is this Friday. So, another update page, apparently. Parish. Ooh. This really dates the sketchbook, if anything. I totally haven't been 100% neglecting this book. Yeah, no, what are you talking about? Nervous jazz hands? More likely than you think. I thought I was such like a meme lord, and I was so funny and quirky and weird and cool, and I wasn't. some sketches that I didn't like. I was so unhappy with my art style, as I mentioned. Everything I drew, I feel like I could see it in my head, and it would never, you know, it would never come through when I wanted it to with my hands. Ponyo is one of my #1 comfort movies. I watched it when it first came out in 2008, at which point I was 6 years old, and I have watched it a million times since then. So this is me watching Ponyo and just redrawing some of the scenes. I think this goes on for a couple of pages, and these are, to this day, pretty cute, I think. That looks like weed. Let's ignore that. Here they are. Little Ponyo with her little fishy legs and arms turning into a human. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly, highly recommend it because it is absolutely adorable. But we don't need to see every single scene drawn out like this because it's kind of a lot, isn't it? Here I was making some Steven Universe stickers and some stuff that I wanted to... I gotta make some stickers, boy. Ugh. This is a redraw of that girl who was falling over in my earlier video. But again, I was not happy with it. Couldn't figure out the anatomy. I think I redrew it digitally. But I don't remember. This is when I actually started studying art in art school, or I was an art major at the time. I was studying art design and architecture. So we had to make these balls, and I remember the teacher was so adamant about if it looks like the ball is rolling into a hole, then you're doing it wrong. And clearly, I was doing it wrong. This was some character concepting for an autumn monster. I made this little girl with braids and like a Marius Genser sweater. Sorry, my Norwegian just popped through. A Marius sweater that is like a Norwegian sort of traditional sweater, or like a Nordic one. And her name is Mari, apparently, which is one of my friend's names, but I guess I just stole her name for this character. Sorry about that, Mari. Here she is again. I want her to be kind of spooky, kind of weird. Here is an umbrella with water inside of it. Sorry about the glare. So it's raining down on her. I think I also finished this digitally. I'll see if I can find the picture and put it on screen. But yeah, here I was figuring out a watercolor portrait that I was going to do. I was not good at watercolor at the time, but I was practicing. So this was me and my, you can't see it here, but I was wearing a yellow hoodie and my pink hair, and I was going to watercolor it. And I did. I'll see if I can find it. Here it is. Whoa, wow, amazing. Oof. More sketches of nothing. This, I think, was like a practice page that I saw someone like is for loosening up your wrist a bit, warming up your hands, and just like a drawing exercise. This is one of my friends, Kaya. Kaya deserves her own page. There's nothing else on the page except for her because she deserves it. And here's me just wanting to be done with this sketchbook, so I did some figure studies. YouTube, this is not sexual nudity, this is artistic nudity, not that you can even tell because it's so sketchy. And there's some titties. There's a bird man there for some reason. Not sure why. Some of these poses are really odd, and I don't know if it's because I made them odd or if they were weird to begin with. Maybe a healthy mix of both, if I'm being honest. Why is the plague doctor bird here? I give up. Well. Here's me practicing with watercolor. I was not good at it. I'm a lot better now, I'll say. But I'm glad that I did practice, because if I didn't, then I would never be able to do it. More watercolor doodles. Me begging for help from someone that could teach me to do watercolor. A bunch of nothing. and some vent stuff that I just felt real bad at the time. Sorry about that, trigger warning. Character that my friend made, and a character that I made. Leah. There she is. And that is the last page. And there's nothing on the back side except for a Scrawlrbucks sticker. So yeah, that is the third sketchbook, or fourth technically. Sorry that the lighting has been terrible all throughout this. And be sure to leave a comment, subscribe maybe, and let me know what you think. And if you want to see more of these, I'll probably do it anyway, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!